Hello all, this is Dr. Ravindra Munje and today we will be talking about solving the time invariant state equations. This is the topic in the unit number 5. So as we know that the state equation is given by x dot is equal to ax plus bu and y is equal to cx plus du. So in that case x is the state vector, A is the system matrix, B is the input matrix, U is input, C is output matrix, and D is input transmission matrix. So in that case, x dot is equal to ax, where x dot is the derivative of the state vector. So getting the solution of this x dot is equal to ax plus bu, that is the discussion point for today's lecture. Now in that case, we need to understand that when we say state equation is x dot is equal to ax plus bu, if we make u is equal to 0, in that case we get x dot is equal to ax. That sort of equation is called as homogeneous equation. When there is no input, we call that type of equation as homogeneous equation. So x dot is equal to ax, and getting the solution of that state equation, that is the point of discussion for today. So at the end of this session, you will be able to obtain the solution of the homogeneous state equation, and there is a method to obtain the solution by Laplace transform. So you will also able to learn the method to obtain solution by using Laplace transform. You will be able to apply Laplace transform to get the solution of homogeneous state equation. So here, solution of homogeneous state equation. So when I say x dot is equal to ax, so x is a column vector from x1 to xn, and x dot is a derivative of the state vector, so x1 dot, x2 dot up to xn dot. And in that case, capital A is a system matrix. If I say the order of system is n, then it is n by n matrix. So before directly going to solve the vector matrix differential equation, we will first initially solve a scalar differential equation. Scalar differential equation means there is only one state and only one input. Rather, there is no input here, so only one state here. So if I say only one state, in that case the dimension of A will be 1 by 1. So this small a is 1 by 1, or it is a scalar. So that is why it is called as scalar differential equation. X dot is equal to small a x. That is scalar differential equation. So here in solving this equation, we may assume that the solution of this x of t of the form. So let us assume that the solution of this x of t, that is x, is in this form. X of t is equal to b0 plus b1 into t plus b2 into t square plus up to bk t raised to k plus up to infinity. So let us assume that this is the solution of this scalar differential equation. Now if we substitute this, that means x of t is equal to this term, substituting here in 9.25, right? And what we need to put for x dot, we need to take derivative of this term. So x dot of t will be, this is a constant, so it will be 0. So b1 plus b2, this t square derivative will be 2t. So 2 times b2t plus here it will be k times bk t raised to k minus 1 and so on. So that will be x dot. So this x dot and the x dot that we will obtain by differentiating this equation, and this x, if we substitute here, we get this sort of equation, 9.27. So b1 plus 2b2t plus 3b3 t square plus up to k bk t raised to k minus 1 up to infinity. So this equation is obtained by differentiating this 9.26 equation. That is what is written here, and a multiplied by this x of t as it is 9.26. So this way we can get the solution, right? Now here, if we compare the coefficients of the t or t square or t cube or different powers of t, then we can write like this. Suppose here, if we solve this, this will be a b0 plus a b1 t plus a b2 t square plus a b3 t cube and so on up to a bk t raised to k plus up to infinity. So here if we compare the coefficients directly, we can see that in the first term there is no t is not involved here. So this will be a constant which will be compared with b1. So b1 is equal to a b0. Here it is written b1 is equal to a b0. Similarly, when a is multiplied with this b1t, so a b1t, where this is a t variable, and time, here also we have a t, so this will be 2b2 times ab1, 2b2 times ab1, so b2 is equal to 1 upon 2 ab1, 1 upon 2 into ab1, and b1 already we have determined here, so b1 is this term, so 1 upon 2 a square b0, 1 upon 2 a square b0. Again if we go further, then we multiply a to this term ab2 t square, ab2 t square, and here we have 3b3 t square. So coefficients of t square, this side and this side, they are compared, so we get 3b3 is equal to ab2, 3b3 is equal to ab2. So taking or dividing both sides by 3, so we get b3 is equal to 1 upon 3 into ab2, b3 is equal to 1 upon 3 into ab2, and b2 is already determined here, so b2 is substituted here, so it will be 1 upon 3 multiplied by 2 a cube b0, and so on. We will calculate this. Finally, if the coefficient is bk here, that bk is determined as bk is equal to 1 upon k factorial. So here it is 3 factorial, here it is 2 factorial. Similarly, here it will be k factorial a raised to k b0. So what we are doing is we are calculating the values of b1, b2, b3 up to bk, which we are assuming as the solution of the equation, because here we have assumed that x of t is equal to b0 plus b1t plus b2t square. This is the assumed solution of 9.25. So for this assumed solution, we need to determine the values of these parameters or these constants b0, b1, b2, bk, right? So bk, these are determined here, b1, b2, b3 up to bk. Only the thing pending or only the parameter that we don't know is b0. Only the parameter that we don't know is b0. So we have calculated b1, b2, b3, and all the values are calculated as a function of a, that is known parameter, and b0. A is a known parameter here because x dot is equal to ax. So all the b's except b0 are calculated, and which are as a function of a, which is a known parameter, and b0 that is unknown at this moment. So right, these we have determined. Now the value of b0 is determined by substituting t is equal to 0. So by substituting the initial condition, we can calculate the value of b0. So if we substitute here t is equal to 0, we can get the value of b0 in the equation 9.26. So this is 9.26. Substitute t is equal to 0. X of 0 is equal to b0. X of 0 is equal to b0. Here it is 0. X of 0 is equal to b0. So value of b0 is determined by substituting t is equal to 0 in the equation to 9.26, or x of 0 is equal to b0. Hence the solution of x of t can be determined as, or can be written as, so b0 is nothing but x0. So I can write all these terms here. See here, a in bracket b0 plus b1t plus b2t, b1, b2 up to bk I have determined here. All these values I will put here, so I will get a b0 because I don't know right now b0, plus b1 is here a b0t, right? B2 is here one half a square b0 t square, and so on. I will substitute all the values. After that I will take b0 as common because all the terms are having b0. A is also common here. b0 is taken common. Then what is happening here? b0 is nothing but x of 0, which is written here, and then we get x of t as this equation, 1 plus at plus 1 upon 2 factorial a square t square plus up to 1 upon k factorial a raised to k t raised to k plus and so on multiplied by x of 0, that is initial value of the state. Now this series is nothing but e raised to at. This series is nothing but e raised to at. So x of t is equal to e raised to at x of t. X of t, that is the solution of state equation, which state equation? X dot is equal to ax. This is the state equation and we are determining solution for this. So x of t is equal to e raised to at x of 0. E raised to at x of 0. This is the solution for the scalar differential equation. Right now we are talking about the scalar differential equation. Let me remind again, what is meant by scalar differential equation? When there is only one state. So this a is going to be a scalar value, right? Only one constant. So x dot is equal to ax. This is scalar differential equation. But if I take state vector from x1 to xn, then this small a will be capital A with the dimension as matrix dimension as n by n. That is called as the matrix differential equation. So for time being, we are considering the solution of scalar differential equation and then we will proceed for the vector differential equation. So this is the solution for the scalar differential equation. X of t is equal to e raised to at x of 0. E raised to at x of 0. Now let us proceed further. Now here we can see that the solution of vector differential equation. Now here x dot is equal to ax. This a is capital A and x is a vector, column vector. So x is n vector, right? That is the dimension is n by 1. Dimension is n by 1 and A matrix is n by n. That is constant matrix. So by analogy, considering the earlier analogy of scalar differential equation, we can write or we can assume that the solution is b0 plus b1t plus b2 t square plus bk t raised to k and so on. Now all b's are the vectors. Here b0, b1, b2 up to bk, all are the vectors. By substituting this assumed solution into the equation 9.28, this equation, if we substitute this again, x dot will be the derivative of this term. If I take derivative of this term, b0 will be removed. Derivative of this constant will be 0. This will be b1 plus 2b2 t, right? 2b2 t, then 3b3 t square and so on, k bk t raised to k minus 1 and so on. This is x dot and x is this value. So substituting here we can get in this form, right? Again we will compare the coefficient. These equations are again written here. So this is the here we are comparing these equations. b1, this is a constant. Here it will be a into b0. That will be a constant. So b1 is equal to a into b0. Then coefficient of t, here it is b1. When a is multiplied, then it will be a b1 and here it is 2b2, right? 2b2 is equal to a b1 and b2 is equal to then 1 upon 2 a b1, right? And b1 is already determined, so it will be 1 upon 2 a square b0. Similarly b3 is equal to 1 upon 3 a b2 is equal to 1 upon 3 into 2 a cube b0. Substituting the value of b2 from here and so on, we get the value of bk. Which is equal to 1 upon k factorial a raised to k b0. So here you can see that we have determined the value of b1, b2 up to bk, right? But we have not determined the value of b0. We have all these values and these values are the function of a and b0. Then how to calculate b0? Here? Yes, b0 will be calculated again with the initial condition. B0 will be calculated with the initial condition at t is equal to 0. So substituting t is equal to 0 in the equation 2.9.29, here if we take t is equal to 0, x of t is equal to b0. So x of 0 at t is equal to 0, it will be x of 0 is equal to b0. That value will be substituted here. X of 0 is equal to b0. And then solving this, we will write like this. Now here we need to understand that this I is an identity matrix. This I is an identity matrix because this is a vector differential equation. We are talking about vector differential equation, whereas when we were talking about scalar differential equation, that time it was 1. That time it was 1. But here when we are talking about vector differential equation, we need to write identity matrix I, right? So x of t is equal to, in bracket, I plus at plus 1 upon 2 factorial a square t plus up to 1 upon k factorial a raised to k, t raised to k, and so on up to infinity, and x of 0. X of 0. This expression in the parenthesis on the right hand side of the last equation is an n by n matrix. So this will be n by n matrix because of its similarity to the infinite series power. For a scalar exponential, we call it as matrix exponential. This is called as matrix exponential, and this is written as e raised to at. This is written as e raised to at. As we have written in the earlier case, this series is written as e raised to small at. Here it will be e raised to capital At. E raised to capital At. And in terms of matrix exponential, the solution will be x of t is equal to e raised to at x of 0. X of t is equal to e raised to at x of 0. So this is the solution of the homogeneous state equation. This is the solution of homogeneous state equation. Homogeneous means when there is no input. So x dot is equal to ax. Initially we have talked about a scalar differential equation where x is only one state, small a, that is a scalar or constant, right? And after that we have seen the method for the vector differential equation where x is a column vector for the states x1 to xn, and a is a square matrix n by n dimension, right? That is the system matrix. So for that we have seen the solution. So solution is x of t is equal to e raised to at x of 0. E raised to at x of 0. Now there is another method to get the solution of this, and that method is based on Laplace transform. That method is based on the Laplace transform. So Laplace transform approach to the solution of homogeneous state equation. Now here let us define again we will go with the help of scalar differential equation first, and then we will extend the same logic for the vector differential equation. So x dot is equal to ax. Taking Laplace transform of both sides, we can write s multiplied by x of s minus x0 minus x of 0 is equal to a into x of s. Now x of 0 is the initial value. So if we take Laplace transform of a derivative, then we need to write like this. So s x of s is minus x of 0 is equal to a x of s. So if we assume that the initial condition is 0, or we'll see how we can handle with this. So after that, x of s is a Laplace transform x, right? Solving this, taking this a x of s to this side and shifting this x of 0 to the opposite side, then we can get x of s is equal to x of 0 upon s minus a. X of 0 upon s minus a. So that is inverse of this s minus a inverse x of 0. Now after taking inverse Laplace transform, we know that this term 1 upon s minus a, inverse Laplace transform is e raised to at. E raised to at. So x of t is equal to e raised to at into x of 0. X of t is equal to e raised to at into x of 0. So this is nothing but the solution that is obtained with the Laplace transform approach. Earlier we have obtained the solution in a classical way and we got the same result, but here you find that this method is very simple to determine the solution of the homogeneous state equation. That is the Laplace transform approach. Now if we extend this to the vector differential equation, we can easily write x dot is equal to capital AX, x dot is equal to capital AX. Taking Laplace transform again, s multiplied by x of s minus x of 0 is equal to ax of s. Rewriting this, we can write expression in this form: x of s is equal to si minus a bracket inverse x of 0. Now here we need to take the inverse Laplace transform of this term. We cannot directly write So that's why here it is represented as L Laplace inverse Si minus A inverse and bracket x of 0. So this will provide us the solution of matrix differential equation, matrix differential homogeneous equation. This will provide us the solution of that. So again, Si minus A inverse is 1 upon S plus A upon, not 1 upon S, this is I upon S. I is identity matrix. A upon S square plus A square upon S cube and so on. Hence the inverse Laplace transform is in this form, which is finally written as e raised to at. And substituting this value, then we get x of t is equal to e raised to capital A into t x of 0. This is the same result that we have obtained earlier, but now this time we have obtained the result with the Laplace transform, and you see that this method is simpler compared to the earlier method. So this is the solution of homogeneous state equation. This is the solution of homogeneous state equation. So here we have started x of x dot is equal to ax. This is scalar differential equation. Again I repeat, x is a state, only one state, that's why a is a scalar or a constant, and here we have obtained the solution by comparing the coefficients and using initial condition. This is the solution. Now scalar differential equation is solved here. After that we have solved matrix differential equation in the same fashion, assuming some solution and comparing the coefficients of different powers of t, and using initial condition we have obtained x of t is equal to e raised to capital AT x of 0. And other way we have solved the same scalar differential equation and vector differential equation using Laplace transform. This is the technique which is given here. Now here we need to understand that e raised to at is represented as phi of t. E raised to at is represented as phi of t, and that phi of t is called as a state transition matrix. Phi of t called as the state transition matrix. Now what is a state transition matrix, that we will see in some other lectures, but here e raised to at is called as the phi of t. So x of t is equal to phi of t multiplied by x of 0. X of t is equal to phi of t into x of 0. So what is a state transition matrix and what are the different properties of the state transition matrix, that we will see in another lecture. But right now you just remember that e raised to at is equal to phi of t. E raised to at is equal to phi of t. Now here there is one numerical where we need to determine the solution of this. So obtain the state transition matrix. A state transition matrix phi of t is nothing but e raised to at. Phi of t is nothing but e raised to at. Obtain the state transition matrix phi of t of the following system. So this is the system x dot is equal to ax. X dot is equal to ax. Now here there are two states. So the state matrix is 2 by 2. Here there are two states x1 and x2. So the state matrix is 2 by 2. Now here we will obtain the solution using the Laplace transform technique. Here we will obtain the solution using Laplace transform technique. So we can see that A is equal to the same matrix here, 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3. So what we have to do in this? In this case, x of t is equal to, right, Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse, right? Laplace inverse of what? Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse. Si minus A inverse. So we need to first determine Si minus A, then we need to determine the inverse of that, and then we need to take the inverse of Laplace inverse of that. I repeat, first we need to determine Si minus A, then we need to determine the inverse of that is Si minus A inverse, and after that we need to go for the Laplace transform inverse, Laplace inverse of that expression. So here state transition matrix phi of t is equal to e raised to at is equal to Laplace inverse of this complete term. So Si minus A is determined first. I is a identity matrix. So identity matrix multiplied by S, we will get this term S0, 0S minus this A matrix. So S minus 1, S minus 1, 2, S plus 3 by solving this. right? So this is Si minus A. This is Si minus A. Now we need to go for the inverse of this. Si minus A, this is written here. Inverse of this is adjoint of matrix divided by determinant of matrix. Adjoint of matrix divided by determinant of matrix. Determinant of matrix is simply S multiplied by S plus 3 here, and minus plus 2. So this will be S plus 1, S plus 2. S plus 1, S plus 2. And this is the adjoint of this matrix. And by solving this, we can get like this. Dividing this denominator to all the terms here, so we can get like this. So Si minus A inverse is determined. Now we need to go for the Laplace inverse. How we can go for Laplace inverse? Here it is Si minus A inverse. Laplace inverse will be, we need to go by the partial fraction method. And then we can take the inverse of all the terms. Laplace inverse of all the terms. So this will be A upon S plus B plus B upon S plus 2. Similarly, this will be A2 upon S plus A1 and B2 upon S plus 2, and so on. We will write it like this by partial fraction, and we can get the solution in this form. So phi of t is equal to e raised to at Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse. So this solution is obtained, and this is nothing but the state transition matrix or e raised to at. State transition matrix or e raised to at. So this is the numerical, and here we have discussed about obtaining the solution of time invariant state equations, homogeneous state equations. Homogeneous, again I repeat, when u is equal to 0, x dot is equal to ax. Next lecture we will talk about non-homogeneous equation. Non-homogeneous equation means that we need to consider x dot is equal to ax plus bu. So we need to consider input as well, that is non-homogeneous state equation. So this lecture we have seen homogeneous state equation. Next lecture we will talk about non-homogeneous state equations. Okay, thank you very much.